you.
Nothing really matters
To
to
me.
me, to me. Meow, meow.
We get copyright
Well,
claimed.
if you thought that this was Queen,
Yes.
me, Freddie
Yes.
Mercury, back from the dead.
Yeah. Well, it was just us. Surprise, surprise.
Just us. Welcome back.
Episode 5 already. It's been 5 weeks.
That is actually crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound real. It kind of does. I feel like we were in New York. For me, I feel like we were in New York for so long. I think it's because we filmed so many videos.
I felt like we were in New York for so long because the days were long and the nights were long.
Yeah. Your nights were long. And you're still there, basically. So,
Well, no, not like that. Now I'm like relaxing.
no, I mean, when you were there,
Oh,
because you were just like going out
I see what you're saying.
more than the usual.
I thought you were saying you're still there. And I was like, no.
Well, I just mean you're still like gone
Yes.
out that way, I guess. So, if you're listening, this is our first time doing this apart. So, I don't know. I think it sounds fine, but hopefully nothing happens with the audio or anything.
Yeah.
And if you're first time watching, we're usually together. We're just doing this apart because we're out of town for a couple weeks. So
It'll be
that
like
on
this for this episode and the next episode, but then everything will be totally back to normal. No
Yeah.
more tables in a hotel room. No
Yeah.
more this.
This is gonna be awful flashbacks of quarantine filming our videos separately.
Totally. It totally is. But it's honestly, we're so lucky that we're able to do it this way if we wanted to. Like
100%.
when either of us go out of town, we know that there's still a way to do it because technology is just crazy.
Yeah. So this is a lot of wires and cameras and figuring it out, but I think it'll be good.
Yeah, like my setup right now is actually crazy. I'm using my husband's mom's like paint studio, and I'm using like one of those tables you would use to play like beer pong on.
Like a picnic table.
Yeah, that just has like a bunch of art supplies on it. And I tried not to like fuck it up because I don't want her to get mad.
Beer pong art supplies.
Two different kinds of people, truly.
Yeah. Like I think you play beer pong on it. I'm like, it's a picnic table.
Yeah. It also, every time I say beer pong, it feels so weird. And I feel like I just had this conversation with you because
you say Beirut.
Yeah, we call it root or Beirut.
Yeah. I mean, did you not ever call it beer pong? Like no one called it that?
Just like when I went to college, I feel like is when I first started hearing it. But in my hometown, like we just called it root, RUIT.
That sounds way cuter than beer pong.
It's really cute.
Beer pong just sounds like I'm getting wasted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go play root.
Gross. We're gonna go play root.
It almost sounds like an English word. Like a British, not English. Like,
well,
let's go play root.
We are New England.
True. Didn't we have a friend that like hated it being called New England?
Yeah, Mackenzie Stith.
Yeah, she's like, just call it the East Coast.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, but that's what it is.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just funny because I get it too. It's like so Shakespeare.
New England.
New England.
Like, New England. I feel like I understood it better, but now that I don't live there anymore, coming back, I'm like, oh, to be in New England. Like it's such a specific place because even like parts of the East Coast, like Florida is not New England. Like the Carolinas are not New England.
Yeah,
and even
true.
like other states, it's like there's a very specific part of our country where I feel like we're just like so different from the rest of the world.
Yes, you call it root. I would say that is very different than the rest of the world.
That's true. We also say rotary, but
we're not going to get into that
one.
That
could just be a Massachusetts thing.
Yeah. A rotary. Like everything just sounds British, but I guess it makes sense because I guess it's like come from,
we are
a history lesson.
England, truly. The most poorly described history lesson. We couldn't say anything. Anyway.
Like, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Speaking of New England, where I'm sitting right now, I can see I'm on a canal. So I'm literally on the
canal.
Yeah, pretty much the canal way. So there are just like ships passing by me like every few minutes.
Must be nice and relaxing.
And one just went by that legitimately looked like it just arrived here from like Britain.
It probably did. They're here to play root.
Yeah, I'll put they have landed on Plymouth Rock and they are here to play Beirut. I will put a picture of it on the Patreon so you can
Okay.
see.
Yeah, because I have no idea.
It's really funny. It's like an old ass sailboat.
Oh,
Um,
we went to the beach. Noel and I went to the beach the other day, and I was like, so such a stupid thing to ask, but I was like, do sailboats just like literally rely on just wind? And he was like, I think a lot of them have like a backup motor just in case.
Probably.
But like in this day and age, like I'll just go where the wind goes. Like that just sounds so irresponsible.
Yeah. Also, boats just scare me because the ocean scares
Me
me.
too. I
Because
know
you
we were
could
there,
just
and I was
get
like,
trapped.
yeah, I
Did you go
follow.
swimming?
No, it was too
Oh,
cold. It was like we went to Malibu. It was like 74, and the water was also freezing. So,
that
um,
tracks.
I follow somebody and she's in Cabo right now, and you're not allowed where they're staying. You're not allowed to go into the ocean. Like if you get close, the workers will come and tell you to back off because they're like, you will most likely die. Like not that you can die,
Like
but
get
you'll most
sucked
likely.
away.
Yeah, because it's so powerful. The undertow
Oh,
is
yeah, that happens sometimes on like beaches here. The lifeguards have to be like, you're not allowed to swim right now.
yeah, that's just like disgusting. The ocean,
I
like
know.
I don't mean disgusting in like a real way. I just mean like it's so vast and there's so many animals. I just can't handle it.
It's yeah, and it's just so unknown. It's also I feel like any body of water, like even when Naya Rivera died and she was
Oh
just
yeah,
swimming on a lake, because the lake would randomly get like whirlpools in it and just suck people in. Like that is
I hate
horrifying
it.
to
I
me.
hate
It's
it.
so scary.
Yeah.
And you
I,
just never know.
I follow a subreddit called it's like something sub phobia. And it's the fear of, I think it's technically the fear of water, but like most of the posts are like very creepy images of things underwater, like a plane
No.
under the water or
Oh my
like
God,
crazy.
stop.
I know it's sorry, I forgot.
There's also just a fucking plane crash like the other day. A
Oh, it
737
in
in
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah.
I saw that. Was that a passenger plane?
No, it was a cargo plane, but there were two pilots. And at the time, I haven't followed up because that's so scary to me. But the pilots at the time, they were alive when they
Oh,
rescued
good.
them.
Oh,
But
okay.
I think they were in like critical condition.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I
The
know.
ocean is trash. Not really. Don't cancel me. Global warming. I know. I'm just saying I'm scared of it. That's
It's
all.
just really scary. I feel like a lot of people just have like a general fear of the ocean. It's so scary. Like
Well,
sharks.
it's like
Yeah.
a different universe, like literally another universe in our eyesight.
Yeah,
What?
it's like those videos of they have like the aerial shot and it's someone in a kayak and then all of a sudden you just see like a giant whale underneath them.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Like, how
Because
are you alive?
you literally never know like
Yeah.
what is around you or what's underneath you. I'm fully at the stage of my life too where I like have to wear water shoes because I don't want to touch
Oh,
anything.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like,
Especially in
put them on
lakes.
my feet. Ew.
Like lakes, because lakes are like less scary, but I feel like more gross because there's just like
Definitely. Lakes
I
are
just hate it. I just
disgusting.
can't. Yeah. Ugh.
Um,
But anyways,
that
well,
sounds nice.
we're recording. The fourth was yesterday. Today's the fifth that we're
Oh
recording.
yeah.
Did you do anything festivity
Um,
wise?
well, we did only because it was TJ's parents' 40th wedding
Oh
anniversary.
my god, they
So
got married on the 4th of July.
they did. Which is funny because we were visiting my parents and then their cousin had to go to a wedding on the 4th of July. And then her brother was like, who gets married on the 4th of July? And TJ was like, well, my parents did.
Oh no. Was he like, oops, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was like, whatever. Um, but yeah, so they turned 40 and then we just like celebrated them all day and like hung out. But it's been really rainy here
Yeah.
for like the past like 4 days. So haven't really been able to do anything too crazy.
Oh yeah, I've seen people's stories of going to the Hamptons and it's so packed because like everyone's going there, I guess, and it's just pouring and no one can do anything.
Yeah, it's New England, classic New England summer.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just what you get sometimes. And you just got to roll with the punches. I will say, however, though, that like I'm fully on board to completely just like ban fireworks forever.
Yeah. They're just so
It-
annoying.
yeah.
And
Also,
it's sad for the animals.
I wanted to cry last night because of Paris. And
Oh,
I
was she
gave her like,
scared?
she was so scared. She was like hiding under chairs. At one point, she ran upstairs which she's like already afraid of running up actual stairs. Like this,
Oh,
I think she's maybe gone up these stairs like 2 times since she's been here. And we lived here for like 4 months last summer. And so she
oh,
sprinted up the
sad.
stairs and I found her in our bathroom hiding behind the toilet. Like it was just, and like just
Oh,
shaking. And
like pure hiding.
pure hiding. Like we were playing hide and seek. And then I brought her downstairs and was just trying to calm her down. And we gave her like a doggy Xanax and everything. And she was just so scared, like panting. I was so sad because you just like
Oh,
can't do anything about it because you can't
yeah.
control like everyone setting them off. And then it just made me so sad because I was thinking about all the other dogs and animals that were scared. And I actually saw something yesterday that I never really thought of before, but like all the wildlife, like
Oh, yeah.
I read that like mothers like squirrels and raccoons and like anyone who has babies will just like abandon their babies because they're so scared and then they run
That
away.
is so sad.
Yeah. And then I read that like some animals can't like because they use like I think it was raccoons specifically use like a type of like talking to their babies. So if
Uh-huh.
they're out like getting food or something, they wouldn't be able to find their way back.
Oh, that's so sad. I actually heard that bees, I think it was bees get like so disoriented. I don't know. That's
Oh
all I
yeah, like
really know, but they
probably
like
like
don't know where they're going.
yeah, and like birds like crashing into stuff.
Yeah.
So sad. Ban fireworks
Cancel
or just like
fireworks.
make ones that don't make noise.
Yeah, just make them pretty and not hurt the environment as bad as they do.
Yeah. Especially too, like I was watching them all in California and I was like, guys, like it's literally wildfire season. I don't understand why we're setting these off in places that are prone to fires.
I know. I saw a bush or brush fire last night, like on the side of the freeway. It was like
Oh
pretty
my
close. So I was
God.
like, okay, cool. But I think it's out, obviously. Nothing really
Oh
happened. But
my
it was like
God.
kind of big. I was
It's
like,
just so scary.
I'm honestly surprised there weren't like 1,000 fires last night, like in every
Yeah.
part of the hills. Cause yeah.
Well, I saw like all they will show like on Instagram, I saw a bunch of posts that were just like all of the fireworks like over Los Angeles,
Oh yeah. I know there's so
which
many, but also
like
like Universal does them and stuff. So I don't get it. I'm like, how are they allowed to? Like big corporations like that.
who knows?
But I guess maybe they know where maybe they're not near. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know how it works.
Maybe theirs are different.
Yeah, theirs are better and cuter
Maybe
and
they're
don't
not.
cause fire. They're
God.
like a screen, like how Universal is. All the
Yeah,
rides
it's
are
all
screens.
CGI.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
not
speaking of
actually
Universal,
seeing it. Oh yeah, you went. How was
yeah.
it?
I took Nolan for the first time because he's never been. He's not a big like amusement park person, really, because he just doesn't go. But he's kind of like you. We found out where he doesn't really like the screens because if you haven't been,
Yeah,
most of the rides at Universal are
like 3D.
yeah, like 3D. Especially that we started with the Harry Potter ride, which is very motiony.
I closed
Because
my eyes.
so did he, and it's like bad because it's already a screen and you're moving, but you're also in this chair and you're like, I don't even know how to describe it for people who are listening, but you're like literally getting like lifted and twisted and you kind of go upside down for a second. So
Yep.
it was a lot. And then he was like, wait, are all the rides like this? And I was like, kind of.
Yes, you
But,
should have said yes. That they
well,
are.
not all, because like the Mummy isn't, which is my favorite. Jurassic
That
Park.
one's
There's like a little
scary.
roller coaster. The Mummy one.
Yeah,
It's so scary, but it is so fun. I love
I don't
how
like going backwards.
I don't either. I hate it. And I hate, okay, I would love to talk about indoor dark roller coasters while we're here because that is my biggest pet peeve of all time. The
Nope.
Mummy is, to me, I don't mind as much because it's not really like ever pitch black, but at Disney there are so many roller coasters that are just pitch black inside and I'm like I don't have fun on those.
They're just thinking about like the skeletons of like the roller coaster itself.
Ew,
Like
I know.
in the dark
I was like, where's she going with the skeletons? Are there
like
people dead in
the
there?
the coaster skeleton.
Yeah, there's what's the big one at Disney everyone goes on that's
Space
dark?
Mountain.
Yeah, there's a video of
My
it
trauma.
with the lights. Yeah, no, literally.
Space Mountain.
I hate Space Mountain so much. It's supposed to be such a fun ride. It's like everyone's favorite, and we're like, no,
No.
I hate it. But there's
No.
a video on YouTube, Space Mountain with the lights on, and it's actually probably scarier than going on it with the lights off because you see how close you are to all like the bars
The
and
signs and stuff.
I absolutely hate it. But I did you told me to take a video on Jurassic World and the whole time I was thinking about it, but my bag was already on the bottom by my foot and like I could not get my phone out. So I'm really
Oh
sorry.
no. What, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was really fun. They redid the Jurassic ride and it was fun. It was like kind of in the back though, so I feel like I couldn't really tell what the hell was going on. But
Yeah.
the
I
drop
sat
was insane.
when I went on it like the day it opened, maybe the
Oh
new
yeah.
Jurassic
Oh my God, I
ride.
forgot. Yeah.
And so I sat in the very front row. And it was so like I like rides like that. Like I love a good log ride
Yeah.
with
A
like a
good
little
log ride.
splash. Like
Yeah.
my favorite Disneyland ride is Splash Mountain.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know they're so fun. And you're also like, am I gonna get wet or not? I don't know.
It's true. But speaking of Disney and magic, I would just like to thank the sponsor, Magic Spoon.
That was flawless.
Thank you so much. Also like I genuinely love Magic Spoon, but
Yeah, the best cereal to ever eat in your life.
I mean, it's true. Okay, growing up, cereal is one of the best parts of being a kid, but your parents just wouldn't let you eat it because it would give you sugar highs, and then you'd crash, and then you'd be annoying, and you'd be hyper, and they'd be like, "You need to
Hyper.
stop eating these like crazy sugary cereals."
Yeah. And that's how I feel
Which
now too.
same.
I'm like, if I eat this bowl of cereal, I will crash in 20 minutes.
Oh my God. Yeah. There's just things that like, especially as an adult, when you're a kid, it's just fun because you're like, oh, I'm eating sugar. But now as an adult, you're like, that's going to be really bad for me in
Yeah.
an
And as an
hour.
adult, it's like I'm eating sugar, pure sugar in a bowl.
Totally. Yes. But lucky for us, Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. There are only 140 calories a serving. It's keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carb, and GMO free. Like, that hits everything.
Yeah. I mean, there's something for everyone there.
Truly. And they have a variety pack that comes with 4 flavors. They are cocoa, fruity, frosted, and peanut butter. I love the frosted ones. I feel like I'm just like an OG. Like I love like a classic flavor. And I
Mm-hmm.
really, really like the frosted flavor. Also, what's great about these is that they fill you up. Like I traveled and just brought like a little baggie on the plane as like my little
Oh, like
snack.
a kid, like a little
Yeah.
sandwich bag of cereal.
Yeah. Because I'm like, well, I know that they'll fill me up for a little bit, and you don't
Yeah.
really get fed on flights.
Which is trash. You're paying how
Yeah,
much for a ticket? Anyways.
truly. Yeah. But so I am a frosted gal, and it was very easy to travel with. Like, even without, I literally just scoop handfuls of it without milk because it's so good.
Me too. I do that all day because they sent
Yeah.
us all of the boxes.
Yeah.
So there's just so many there to try. I was doing that with the fruity one yesterday.
Ooh, yummy. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really good. So you can go to magicspoon.com/onlyfriends to grab a variety pack and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code onlyfriends at checkout to save $5 off your order. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund you your money. No questions asked. Remember to get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/onlyfriends and use the code onlyfriends to save $5 off. Thank you so much, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this episode. We stan.
We do.
Um, anyway, back to Disney.
Wait,
Back to more magic.
did you have more to say about Disney?
I didn't, no,
Oh, okay.
but I
Well,
wasn't sure if you did.
No, I have nothing. I just want to go again, but like not yet because I feel like it's so crowded since it just opened.
You don't have to wear a mask anymore, right?
No,
Wow, it's so crazy. I feel like everything happens so fast.
no, same.
Like it feels like just yesterday Disney opened at like 10% capacity and you still had
Yeah.
to wear a mask. And I was like,
But
no,
what?
thank you.
Yeah, when was that? Like May?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already been 2 months. Everything's going by so fast. Like it's literally almost Christmas,
Crazy.
guys. It's going to be Christmas in like a week.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. I'm not ready though,
most.
because then my birthday's coming up again. Oh, and Aaron had a birthday.
Oh, I did.
On October
Yep.
that. Did you have just like a relaxing day?
Yeah, I'm honestly trying to think of what I did. Oh, I know what I did. Well, I woke up and I
That's
woke up
good.
to TJ staring at me and he was like, "We have to go redeem your birthday gift from Starbucks." And I was like, "What?"
Wait, what does that mean?
Because on your birthday, if you are a member of the Starbucks reward, like you just have the app, you have to input your birthday. And so then they give you a free drink on your birthday. So he was like, "We have to get up and you have to go get your free Starbucks drink." And I was like, "How did you even know that?"
Yeah, hello.
And
Really
so we
paying
went in-
attention.
I know. He He's just such a good husband. And then we went to Starbucks, we went to Petco, and then I think I just like came back and chilled for a bit. And then me and TJ's parents, we rode our bikes to the beach and then we laid on the
Oh.
beach for a bit. And then we came back. And then I got out of the clothes I had been wearing for like the past 4 days and put on a cute little outfit. And then they popped some champagne. We just had some
Oh,
like a little happy hour. And then we had dinner. And it was so nice because so my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they surprised me with my favorite pizza that is
oh, I
like a
saw.
hometown specialty. They drove to my hometown, got the pizza that I love because I can't eat any of the food here because I am allergic to seafood. And TJ's parents
Oh,
just like,
right.
which I also have to fill you in on. But so
Yeah,
TJ's
I'm like have so
parents,
many questions.
yeah, they fish, they get lobster. So it's just like a seafood fest at all times. And I've just been eating like chicken pot pies and pizzas
Every
and
day.
like whatever I can get my hands
Magic
on. For,
spoon.
yeah, literally. Um, and so they were like, here's a gift. It was all wrapped and everything. And they were like, here's a gift to like help you get
Oh,
through like your meals. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I
yeah.
opened it and I immediately, of course, knew what it was. Like you just know.
Wait,
And
so they
so,
wrapped like the pizza box?
well, it doesn't come in a pizza box. It comes on a sheet. So it's like bakery pizza. I'll have to show it to you.
Yeah, I'm
But well,
totally
you saw the
confused.
picture. But yeah, so they make it at a bakery and then it's on like basically just like a tray.
Okay.
And so then they put it in a tray and it's cold and then you can warm it up at your house or just eat it
Oh,
cold.
oh, that's awesome. I was like, dang, they drove it. Is it cold by the time it gets
Yeah.
there? And they
Yeah. It's
wrapped
just
it,
like
huh?
gross pizza.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So you can eat it cold or not like leftover cold pizza. Like it is
Yeah.
meant to be consumed that way. But it's really, really, really good. And so that was really nice and probably one of the most thoughtful gifts I've ever received.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
But I do have to tell you, so I the past two times I have come here, I have gotten very bad, pretty much food poisoning symptoms from eating lobster and shellfish.
Yeah.
And I had never had any problems in the past. Like I grew up eating it. I've never had a problem with seafood. And so then the last two times I was like, what the fuck? And then recently, about a month ago, I ate like a really like large portion of warmed butter. And then I felt really, really sick. So I thought, oh, maybe I'm getting sick because I'm dipping the lobster in all of this
Oh,
butter.
butter.
So then I was like, when I go back, I'll test the theory and see if I'm
Yeah.
right. So then probably like sometime last week, I want to say like Monday, I tried lobster, just like a bite of lobster because I didn't want to overdo it. And I was totally fine. Nothing happened. Didn't get sick.
Okay.
I was totally fine. I was like, oh my God, I'm right.
Yeah.
But then like 3 days after that, I ate like a little bit of a quahog, which is like a clam or like an oyster type of thing. And I was throwing up the whole night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So it
So
depends. It's like depending on the seafood.
yeah, so now I think I've hopefully narrowed it down to like maybe just having a shellfish allergy, but it was like the
Oh,
worst.
dang. All night too. Is it like actual food poisoning, you think? Or is it an allergy, I
No, no, no,
guess?
no. It's like an intolerance.
So you can have crab.
Yes, because that is a what the heck
Monster.
did he yeah, and it has legs.
Literally horrifying.
What did he say it was? A crustacean. So
Oh, yeah.
lobsters and crabs are crustaceans and like those kinds of things are crustaceans. And then
Crustacean.
shellfish is like quahogs, oysters, clams, like anything in a shell, I think.
Ew.
The, hence shellfish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crustacean makes it sound like it's part of the earth.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
really
a layer
gross.
of the earth.
I had, oh my God, there's a massive yacht driving by right now.
Oh, must be
Hi.
nice.
Hi, Jennifer Lopez. Or maybe it's Olivia and Harry. Did you see them on their little yacht?
I didn't see them on a yacht, but I saw them in what, Italy or something together?
Oh, yeah.
Or somewhere in another
Oh,
country.
Carly, there's like some very intimate photos of them like lounging on
Well,
a
I don't
yacht.
see that, Erin. Why would you show me that?
It's trending. It's a trending topic.
Okay, no, I do kind of want to see.
Okay, the reason why I saw her trending, and I don't know for those of you listening, but there is a thing on Instagram. It's an account called Do Moi, and they pretty much just talk about like celebrity gossip, and people send in anonymous tips and information. And someone said that an A-list celebrity was going to announce that they were pregnant, and so everyone started hypothesizing. People are like, it's going to be Kourtney Kardashian. She's
Yeah.
been like dropping hints, blah blah blah. It's like this huge conspiracy theory. But then I saw someone say that like maybe it would be Olivia Wilde. And I was like, no
No.
fucking way. Like that would be actually crazy. Like I would die. Like
Well, they
I think it
haven't
would
even
be
been together that long, right?
yeah, exactly. And so then I was like, oh my God, did she announce? Because I saw her name trending.
Oh,
So I was like, holy fuck, like she announced it's them, it's Harry and Olivia. But
the
then
world would go crazy. I mean,
yeah,
that would
but
not even, that'd be like a whole nother
oh,
world if
for
that were to happen.
sure. That would be so wild. But honestly, at the same time, I feel like I would be happy for Harry. I think he would be such a good dad.
I agree. He'd be such a cute, fun dad, I feel like. I
Yeah.
don't think he's ready though. Like, I just know him so
He's
well.
still, yeah, he's still a little young. He probably like shouldn't have, even though like all the rest of them have babies now,
I know, I
except for
literally
Niall.
forget. All of them except for Niall and Harry have babies. That is so crazy.
Yeah.
One
And
Direction
by
will never get back together.
we
Literally
Taylor
though.
Swift knew.
Yeah.
She
She
wrote
wrote
that
that
in
for them.
premonition. Um, but then I looked at the pictures and it wasn't because she was pregnant. It was just because her and Harry were like spotted on a yacht together, which isn't that funny? Isn't that how like him and Kendall
Yeah.
didn't they get paparazzied?
Uh-huh.
I'm
On a
just like
yacht.
picturing paparazzi on like a small like rowboat trying to catch up with this like
Like kayaking
beautiful
over.
yeah yeah
Well, apparently, I think the ones with Harry and Kendall, I think it was them. It was like the craziest camera lens that they had no idea that, like, they couldn't even see the paparazzi. They were so far away.
oh
Like, they had the biggest
shit
lens ever or something because they were really trying to hide it, I
stay
guess.
private yeah
Yeah.
Kendall doesn't like her relationships to be public
Yeah.
which
Which
I
is,
get
yeah, me too. Oh my God.
especially like after seeing how like all of her sisters have been in the public eye with their relationships no
Yeah.
thank you
And being that famous, it's just probably no fun.
Yeah. But I will say that Olivia did not look pregnant at all. And if
Oh.
she is, then it's very early on in her pregnancy.
Well, somebody said they saw Scarlett Johansson very pregnant recently, but I don't know if that would be a shocker. Like
No, I genuinely don't think anyone would care.
I
No
know
offense, Scarjo.
I 100% don't care, but I also like don't really care about pregnancies in general.
Yeah.
Like for celebrities.
I think it was just the fact that the like ask was like everyone's gonna lose their fucking minds.
Yeah. So
That's
to
why
me,
I'm
I'm
like, who's
like,
it gonna be?
okay, it's got to be like a Taylor Swift or like an Ariana Grande
Yeah.
or something.
No,
But then they said, well,
100%.
first they said A-list celebrity, and then they said actually, I think B-list. Which like, what does that mean?
I
Who's
know.
a B-list? Like, who's a B-list celebrity in your opinion?
Like Scarlett Johansson, like I would say A-list celebrities like Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston, like big names, like really, really big names that would be known anywhere in the world is
Right.
A-list.
ScarJo for me is definitely A. I would think like everyone knows her. She's been in so much.
I feel like probably, but only because of Marvel. Like I genuinely don't think that if she wasn't in those movies, like people in other countries would know who she was.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to distinguish A and B because I'm like they're so similar.
I know. It's tough.
Yeah. I think it's
But-
because we're A, so it's like hard to
Yeah, it's really hard to just like tell
Distinguish.
who's beneath us.
Yeah. Speaking of B-list celebrities, I've been watching Real Housewives of New York. I started it when we were in New York because I was like, might as well. Might as
Wait,
well.
How far into it are
Okay,
you?
I'm on season 2, and I've got to say, I should be paid to be watched. I should have been paid to watch the first season. I think Bravo should pay everyone to watch the first season. It is literally nothing happens, and every teaser for the next episode is like nothing.
Okay, but-
I am like tortured watching the second season right now.
Okay, but
It is difficult.
to like some justice for the first seasons of Housewives, you have to remember like they are just at the time just like these normal women like starting a reality TV show.
I
Like,
totally understand.
yeah.
But I'm not enjoying this. Like I know I'm watching it because I know it'll get better and I love the drama that is the Real Housewives. I just feel like it is a drag getting to the good stuff. Like I'm on season 2, I think episode 3, and like I watched one episode the other night and I was like, I can't watch another one. Like I have to be in a better headspace for this because it is a drag.
I feel like I need to go back and watch. I don't remember what was happening in that season.
The cameras just died, so we had to say that
I
again.
have to go back and just like do a little recap. But I also feel like because I know what happens, like for me, it may now just be like fun to
Boring.
watch it again.
Oh,
You know what I
fun.
mean?
Okay. Well, it's
Because
also
I
like
see things differently.
obviously they can't help this, but the screen is like a tiny square.
Yeah.
I have a big TV in my bedroom, and the square is like half the size.
Hey guys, can you like
Master
fit
this.
this
Bravo, please
onto my
remaster Real
screen?
Housewives, please.
Truly, if anything should be remastered, it's that.
Yeah, and maybe it's something I should talk to a therapist about or something because I'm having a hard time with watching this second season of Real Housewives.
That's a really good point. I wonder what kind of therapist you could talk to.
I don't know, but hopefully I can find one on a BetterHelp.
Ooh.
Is there something interfering with your happiness? Yes, I just told you. Or is
It's true.
preventing you from achieving your goals? Yes, The Real Housewives of New York season 2 is preventing me from achieving my goals because it is just dragging me down so much. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours, which is incredible. Sometimes if you're looking for a therapist, it can take days, weeks, months, or even years, but it is not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. Like right now, I could be like, hello, therapist. Please help me. I cannot get through the second season of Real Housewives. How can I do this?
What do I do? What do I cope?
Yeah, give me tools to cope with this, please. You'll get, this is what I talk to my therapist about in real life, by the way. I'm just
my God.
I'm kidding. She's like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video sessions or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy, which can be very awkward. I will say that. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed, which is extremely important in therapy. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit betterhelp.com/onlyfriends. That's better HELP, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and OnlyFriends listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/onlyfriends.
There you go.
Thank you, BetterHelp. I also watched The Morning Show, which Aaron told me to watch a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say it is quite literally one of my favorite shows I've ever watched, I think.
It's so good. Wow.
So good. I started it. I'm so lucky because the flight home was like 5 hours and there were 2 episodes available. So like 2 hours gone off the bat.
It was only 5 hours?
It was quick. They were like, we're taking a very southern route this time. Yeah, it was really quick.
That's so sick. It's normally like 6.5.
However, oh my God, I forgot to tell you. I was actually saving it for the pod. Not that it's anything crazy, but I have this thing called the Curse of JFK where like for some reason, whenever I'm at JFK, something goes wrong. For instance, we went there and we had a
This is an airport, by the way.
Yes, JFK International Airport in New York. And our flight got delayed for like 14 hours. So that's like one instance. This isn't as bad, but since the flight was so short, I was supposed to land at like 11:15 p.m. or something. I ended up landing at, I think, 10 o'clock or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
We sat on that runway for, I think, an hour and a half, just sitting because I thought it was because we got in too early, but I guess the plane that the terminal that we were supposed to use, the plane before us was still there and something had like broken. So they couldn't even like move the plane.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we just sat there forever. I mean, that was not as crazy, obviously, but like when you're in the moment, you're just sitting on the plane on the tarmac. You're just like, what is happening? And it took like 20 minutes for them to tell us what was happening. We were just sitting there and I was like, can someone like update us?
Oh my God. And it's the worst too, because once they land and they're just sitting there, the like air conditioning like goes off and then it gets like really, really hot.
Yeah. It was so bizarre.
Ugh,
I was like, are we okay?
Truly the curse. And she got delayed going to New York.
Yeah.
JFK.
That wasn't bad though. It was probably like 40 minutes. So it was like not even.
But still, the curse.
It is still a curse. But I ended up,
Oh,
so I watched 2 episodes on the plane and then I think I finished it a couple days later. And I won't spoil anything because it's such a good show. It's on Apple TV. And if you don't know, if you just got an Apple product, like a phone or a laptop or something, you have like a year free of Apple TV,
yeah.
which
It's
I
really
just learned.
nice.
And I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think the last episode was the perfect ending. It had everything in that episode. I was so happy about it. I was so scared it was going to end a certain way or like maybe like a big cliffhanger. It was so perfect. It just rounded everything up perfectly for me. And then the next season comes out in like a couple months. So,
And they announced it the other day.
oh, they did.
And they were
Okay.
like, new morning show. And then they're like, coming September. And I was like, okay, go
Yeah.
fuck off.
I know when they announce shows like that, it always feels like it's years away when it's like 4 months.
I know. It's like Taylor and Red. But the thing about the morning show that's really crazy is like that it's based on real life.
What?
Yes.
Is it
Wait.
based on the guy?
Yeah, Matt Lauer.
Okay. Because I had a feeling, but I didn't know for sure.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
Steve Carell is like Matt Lauer. I think it's like loosely based, but generally like based off of him in real life.
Yeah. Steve Carell. Also, Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, Steve Carell, Mark Duplass,
So
Mindy
good.
Kaling a little bit. Like there's so many people in it.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. Please watch it if
Wow.
you're
I'm so
bored.
happy that you loved it.
It's like the perfect show. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's the perfect show. I don't
Carly's
know how else to
perfect
describe it.
show.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, now I know
Yeah.
that. I'll just
Yeah.
base everything off that I recommend to you.
Enough of the morning show.
Yeah. Also that other show that I literally only know because of the like well, I heard them talking about it on the Morning Toast, but then I didn't want to watch it because they were like it's not good. That Sex Life show.
Oh yeah.
And so then probably like last week when I was listening to the podcast, they were talking about like the scene.
Uh-huh.
And so then I went and looked at the scene.
Yeah. And
But I wound up actually doing it on my friend's account because I didn't want TJ to think that I
oh, was
was
like
being weird.
you what he would just ask you and you
No,
should
I
have
know,
showed
but
him.
I was like, I'll just sign into Elena's account because if she opens it to this time slot on this episode, it'll be less weird than if TJ does. But it's literally just like this guy's giant penis.
Like massive. And it's real.
Yes, it is real. And him and like the girl in the show are actually dating in real life. And so now everyone's like, how do you have sex with that thing?
I know. It's like honestly scary.
Oh my God, my literal like insides just clenched.
It's horrifying.
So there's a show on Netflix, it's called Sex Life. And I've seen like TikToks even, I think.
Yeah, that's like a bit. I've seen it on my For You page all the time.
Yeah. And they're like, go to episode 3, minute 20. And then it's just this guy's giant dick.
Yeah, it's
like the size
horrifying.
of my fucking arm.
And not even joking. Like it is literally ginormous and horrifying.
So big.
Wait, did you know that the girl in that show who's like dating the guy, she was just married to Kev from Shameless.
Yes.
And they were together for like 10 years.
Yeah. And then she cheated on him with this guy.
Oh, really?
I think there was like some infidelity. Also, I read something that said that like she liked to use a strap on.
I thought
Kev.
no, she said that in an interview. Like I saw her clip. She's like, sometimes we use a strap on. Like, why should I be the only one getting?
Yeah,
I forgot what she said, but getting inserted in or something. I was like, oh my God.
She saw this guy's ding-a-ling and was like, "See you later, Kev."
Yeah, like 10 years. Bye.
Oh God, it's so big. It's so big. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, if it was with him, like, yeah, I would wear a strap on. Like, I'm not going near that thing.
No, oh my God,
Get that thing away
not.
from me.
Oh, you just go like look at it for yourselves.
Yeah, episode
honestly,
3 minute 20. It's a definite shocker, but
pretty.
At least you know what
impressive.
it is now.
I have so many questions. Just
I know.
So many.
I also heard that the show is like not like it's really bad acting.
That's why I didn't watch it. I just literally went to the timestamp and then said, okay, I've had enough.
Yeah. Like, okay. Someone said it's like, or maybe it was a Morning Toast. They said it's kind of like Hallmarky. Like not not in the, like, not in that way, but it's just
knock
bad
on
acting.
Hallmark.
Or maybe
I with a good Hallmark movie.
Wait, not Hallmark. What's the network where it's all shows about women who like murder their husbands?
Lifetime?
Lifetime. That's what they said, I think.
Don't knock on Lifetime
Okay, I'm
either.
sorry. Listen, I love a good Lifetime show as well, but you just go into it knowing it's probably not going to be good.
Yeah, it's like bad soap opera acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear great things either. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time. I just want to see the goods.
I know. I was just so curious to see like what it was.
Same. Well, congrats to him.
Yeah. And to her, I
And his
guess.
massive dong.
Congrats on your massive penis. That's the title of this podcast. Congrats on your massive penis.
Every time I
the
send
handle.
Every time I send our thumbnail editor our episode titles, he like dies laughing. He's like, I love your titles. They're killing me. And imagine the next time I send him, congrats on your massive penis.
Like, I honestly want to, but I don't think we can do that on YouTube.
YouTube is so dumb.
YouTube sucks with titles.
Fuck off, YouTube.
Yeah. Canceled.
Okay, well, let's get into this day in history, and then we can do
Yes.
some Am I the
Asshole.
arseholes?
Okay, New England.
Arsehole. Okay, so this one actually, first of all, this day in history this week was so boring. And I know, like, whatever, some of you may not like this segment, but I think it's interesting. And a lot of this one was honestly just like actual history that wasn't exciting. It was like this war. Oh, they took over this and then they took over that. And I was like, okay, not here for that.
Okay.
But I did find this one that I thought was very interesting. In 1928, sliced bread sold for the first time, I cannot pronounce this, by the Chillicothe Baking Company in Missouri using a machine invented by Otto Frederick Rawwetter, which it just so happens to be his birthday today too. He was born on the same day that his machine put to use slicing.
Oh my God. Best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, which is so crazy. And so then I Googled what it looked like. I wonder if I can share it in this chat with you, but it's like so crazy. And the interesting thing was that so many people were like, that'll never be a thing. Like sliced bread will never be a thing.
What? What do they want? Like a full loaf to do it themselves?
Yeah, because, well, the thing was like all the housewives would like cut bread. So it was like their job to like do all of that stuff. And so then they like made this to make it easier for women. And then it became a hit and everyone loved it.
I'm trying to open it. I don't know how to. I'll click to download.
It's so crazy looking. Like you would never think that this was a fucking sliced bread machine.
I used to work at Panera, so I'm very interested to see the comparison between these two machines.
Honestly, yours probably looked exactly like this because we were born so long ago.
Yeah. Oh my God, that looks like it looks like an old school like computer.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like a typewriter on crack.
Wait, I'm confused. Where does the bread go?
Up, you see up top where there's like the slots.
Yeah, so you like set it up there, and I'm confused how it works. I need to see.
So the bread just like goes through it, and then slices.
That looks like it's gonna take someone's arm off for sure,
and like for sure get some tetanus.
Yeah, tetanus with your sourdough.
Yeah. Oh my God, yum. A sourdough. Would love that right now.
Yeah, that definitely looks a lot different than my Panera days, I will say.
Isn't that so crazy? Like that's how they used to slice bread.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
but then this became like such a like. Imagine going to the grocery store and getting a loaf of bread, but it didn't. It wasn't sliced.
I know. Tragic.
I think
it's like when you get bagels and they're not cut, and you're like, I hate it.
God, yeah, and then you just you wind up cutting it, and it looks like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
Cutting bagels is so hard, but they make those things now that you can like put a bagel in, and it does it for you.
Does it look like this?
A little different. A lot less
from Amazon. It's like massive.
What are all these wheels? Like this is so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I need to look up a video after this.
Yeah, to just watch how they're slicing their bread. Okay, this I thought was also pretty interesting. In 1958, Eisenhower signed a bill approving Alaskan statehood. So Alaska wasn't even a state until 1959.
Whoa.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, I didn't know that.
I feel like that's not real, even though it definitely is.
Yeah, and I said to I think I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. And then I said to TJ, did you know that Alaska wasn't a state until 1959? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is something someone's going to be like, you guys are idiots.
I know. Well, this is why we do it, so we can learn something new. Like, I think that's so interesting.
Yeah, we're learning history. What do you guys want from us?
And we're sharing it. Like, don't act like your teachers are better at what they do than we are.
Yeah, like clearly not.
We have to teach you guys about everything.
Well, and to be fair, like I checked out of history in school. As I get older, I'm way more
Mm,
interested in history. I just like, I don't know, you're immature, you're in high school. I was just like, I don't get it. I have to like, I'm very visual. The
yep.
teachers would just kind of lecture about everything. And I'm like, I can't picture what's happening. So I cannot comprehend this.
Yeah, I think for me it was also about like if the teacher was good or not. If I had a bad teacher, then I would check out of that class. But like I definitely had some good history teachers that made it interesting for me.
Oh, that's
One
good.
of them actually did a this day in history every morning.
Oh my God, look, we're just
Yep.
taking the knowledge.
But it was more boring stuff.
Oh, like the first bread slicer.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I think
that's
that's really cool, actually.
really interesting.
Yeah, no, I do think that's really interesting. I had a teach. Okay, I'm not even kidding, and it sounds like I'm being dramatic or something, but my senior year of high school, it was so old. It was a 2009. It was 2009, so it was when Obama was in the election or whatever. I'm not even kidding. So
Oh, whatever.
my or whatever. I only said that because I couldn't remember if it was like coming up or if it was that year. I don't know. But in any case, it was a civics class. You had to take it as a senior, and every class we watched SNL because SNL was all about the election stuff. Like they
Wasn't that, would it have been our senior year or junior year? Wasn't that in 2008?
I'm pretty sure it was senior year.
That, well, he became like he was probably inaugurated our senior year in January because the election would have been in November.
Okay, maybe it was junior year. Well, I don't know. It was one of those. It was a year that Obama was in the election.
Because I remember I wasn't allowed to vote yet. And I was
Yeah.
so jealous because like so many, like half of the people in my grade could vote because they like had turned 18, but I was not born yet.
Okay. Well, wait, wouldn't that make sense then if it was the beginning of that senior year because that was 2008?
We weren't senior. E- oh yeah, senior year. Because yes, yeah, you're right.
The second semester it would be 2009, and then we graduate.
Yeah.
We're so dumb. I don't know.
Sorry, I just had to talk that through that for myself because I was like, did we graduate the same time?
No, I know. I always forget to.
Sorry, everyone, sidetracked.
Yeah, but no, literally, I didn't learn anything that year or that semester because all we did was watch SNL, and we were supposed to have like a final test, and he genuinely gave us all the answers because he was like, "I'm sorry, guys, like we didn't even like go over any of this stuff." Like,
Oh my
I
God,
don't
that's
know,
so
it was just
sick.
bizarre. Yeah, but and like my friends were in the class, we just watched SNL. It was great, but didn't learn anything, so that's great too.
Oh my God, wait, I love that though.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I feel like that's like honestly, well, I guess not watching SNL is important, but like learning about what's actually happening is important.
No, I agree. So I mean, it was helpful in a way because like I kind of
Sure.
understood like the dynamics at least of what was going on, but like didn't learn what we were supposed to learn in the class. So
Whatever. Who cares?
okay, should we just am I the asshole?
Wait, I didn't finish.
Didn't finish what?
This day in history.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were done. Okay. Let's get to it.
No, this one was like mind blowing to me.
Oh, okay.
In 1965, Otis Redding records Respect. So I saw that and I was like respect.
Yeah.
And it is. He wrote that song first. And then Aretha Franklin like redid it a few years later. And when he had put it on like his album or whatever, it was even like a single for him, I read. But it didn't get half as much attention as when she like made it the hit that it is today.
Imagine being him being like, oh, like
I know.
God. No one cares that I have this song. Do you think he got compensated like a crazy amount?
Maybe I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how the compensation worked, but I just thought that was so interesting because honestly, I had no idea. And I feel like a lot of people probably don't know that Aretha Franklin wasn't even the original writer of the song.
Well, I don't even know who that is.
Otis Redding?
Otis,
oh, yeah.
I was like, would be tragic. I would not.
Wait, speaking of, do you know Ringo Starr?
From the Beatles? Yeah.
Great. Perfect. Okay.
It's such an outlandish name. I feel like I have to know who he is. I don't know what he looks like. But I know the name, and that's the difference.
Well, today's his birthday, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Is he still alive?
I think so, actually.
I think he is too.
Ringo Starr. I think, yes. Yes, he is alive.
Thank God.
He's going to be turning 81. Wow, he's old AF.
Wow.
Okay, and then this one I just had to share with you because I think it's actually fucking insane and I've never heard of this person in my entire life. But in 1940, Samuel Little, who is an American serial killer, was born, which like didn't mean anything to me.
Uh-huh.
But in the little description, it said that he committed 93 murders. And I was like, that seems like a lot. Like Ted Bundy didn't even kill that many people. Like, how
Yeah.
come I've never heard of this
Me
person in my entire
neither.
life?
Where's the Netflix documentary?
Oh, I fully watched a 20-minute like
Oh, is it good?
documentary. Well, it was just like on YouTube because I was like, how come no one has talked about this before? This is so interesting
Yeah.
because I read the little Wikipedia article and then I wound up like typing in his name onto Google and then a YouTube video popped up that was like 20 minutes. And he literally is like a crazy person. There needs to be a Netflix documentary about him. They were asking him questions like when he was being interviewed and confessing to all these murders. He was like, oh yeah, like I loved doing it. He would like, but it was crazy. He got away with it until he was like 70 years old because like when he was committing all these crimes, there was no DNA. Like you couldn't test DNA because all he would do was strangle them. He would just strangle the women and he would target like sex workers or sex workers and like another group of women who like people, it's so terrible to say, but like people who like wouldn't be missed. Like people that, like drug addicts. So like if
sad.
So when they would find these women, they would chalk it up to like, oh, it was like someone that this sex worker was with, they just killed her, or oh, this woman overdosed, and they would
So
never
it like
really
would
like
kind of make
investigate.
sense, quote
Yes.
unquote.
But so then
Interesting.
he went to court like multiple times because sometimes like a few women got away and like the jury never found him guilty. And then years later, when they were finally able to test DNA, because he would have sex with them too, he got caught and then confessed to killing 95 women.
Oh, 95?
93, sorry. But yeah,
Okay,
and
still.
you got to watch it. I'll put I got the link so I could put it in our Patreon so like people could
Okay.
watch it, but like it's fucked up. This guy's a psychopath, like true crazy person.
There's got to be a documentary somewhere, I would think. No?
I couldn't find anything.
HBO, Peacock, like where's the documentary?
Documentary. Let's see.
What was his name again?
It just says confronting a serial killer. Samuel Little.
Interesting. It sounds right up the crime documentary alley.
Oh my God, it's so wild. And I read that he killed more people than Ted Bundy, the Zodiac killer, and the Golden State Killer combined.
Jeez.
But like literally,
why is he not? Yeah, why is that not like a well-known thing like the other ones?
Crazy. And they didn't. So he went his whole life doing this. He didn't even like go to jail until he was 71 when they captured him.
Oh, how old was he when he started?
Like young.
Jesus. So this was like so long ago they couldn't even test DNA.
Yeah, until the 90s was when they like started doing DNA. I thought that was really fucking wild.
People got away with so much before that. Like you just do the crime, like, oh well, I'm gone now. Like they can't
93 of them.
That sounds way
not
too late
to laugh.
For me. No, I know, but that's like insane. Like
I know
the year we were born, somebody could murder somebody and be like, well, I'm not at the scene anymore, so they'll never know. Like,
oh my God.
What?
Yeah. He was telling one story. You just got to like watch this guy talk. Like he is just like fucked up. He said he got pulled over one time and he had just finished killing a girl and the cop had like put his lights on because he was just like on a weird road. So he wanted to see what he was doing. And he like got out of the car and the cop was like, what are you doing? He's like, sorry, like me and my wife were just fooling around. And then the cop like went in to check and just like flashed the light and saw the woman in the backseat, but she was dead. And he like didn't realize she was naked. So he like looked away and then he literally just let him go.
Oh my God.
He was
luckiest murderer in the world. Jeez.
Yeah. He was like, that was the closest I ever got to being caught.
So did he go to jail like later in life?
Yes.
Damn.
He went to jail like for other stuff in between, but like never for murdering anyone, which is so fucking insane to me.
We need a documentary right now.
Yeah. You guys got to look this up.
Watch
this guy's nuts.
Yeah.
I'll send you this link.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
watch it.
so I thought that was pretty crazy
Yeah, those
and
are some
very
good ones,
interesting.
actually.
Yeah, I thought so too. But we can jump into some Am I the Asshole? But first, let's thank Apostrophe.
Oh, yes. Thank
Okay.
you, apostrophe.
Thanks, Apostrophe, on to
Thank
Am
you.
I the Asshole? Um, okay, so we have all had struggles with our skin, and that is why we are so excited to partner with Apostrophe, the sponsor of this episode. Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. Apostrophe connects you with a board-certified dermatologist who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. Simply fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and medical history, then snap a few selfies and your dermatologist will create your customized treatment plan. Apostrophe treats acne, and they can also help you hit your other skincare goals like reducing redness, wrinkles, and even dark spots. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This was the easiest thing to do. You literally just log on, you take a picture of your face, and they're like, okay, this is what you need. Like,
Yeah.
what in the technology is that?
No, I know. And you can tell them, like, I want help with redness or to prevent
Yeah,
wrinkles, or I need more moisture in my skin. So
totally.
they like narrow it down to exactly what you want.
Yeah, and it's really crazy too, because like you can't see it over here, but like I do have rosacea and I have been previously given medications to use. And like I didn't even write that I had rosacea. And this dermatologist gave me exactly what I would normally take for rosacea based on the pictures that
That's
I
when you know
sent. So
it's
I was
good.
like, okay. And the packaging is just so cute and sleek. And
Yeah.
I just really think that it's so convenient as
You know,
well
I was
because it just like
surprised
comes
when
to
the
you.
packaging came. Not that I was
Yeah.
surprised that it like was good, but usually for like a prescription, it's not cute. And
Yeah,
it's
no,
very
like
cute.
creams and ointments come in truly the most hideous packaging, but
Yeah.
not here, not here.
Not with
Like,
apostrophe, no.
yeah, they're cute.
Yeah.
Um, so we have a special deal for our audience. You can save $15 off your first visit with a board certified dermatologist at apostrophe.com/onlyfriends when you use our code onlyfriends. This code is only available to our listeners. To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/onlyfriends and click begin your visit and then use our code onlyfriends and sign up and you'll get $15 off your dermatology visit. That's apostrophe.com/onlyfriends and use that code OnlyFriends to get your dermatology visit and save $15. And thank you so much, Apostrophe, for sponsoring this podcast episode.
Thank you so much.
We stand. Thank you for the clear skin.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do Am I the Asshole?
I would love to.
All right. Well, we'll start off hot. This one says, Am I the asshole for peeing in the shower?
No. Next.
Well, let's keep going because I don't know if
Okay.
it's going to be like more in depth. I'm a guy. I've peed in the shower for as long as I can remember. It's not an every time sort of thing by any means, but occasionally it happens, which,
Okay.
like, honestly, it does happen.
Yeah.
When my daughter, age 6, needed to go pee before her shower, I told her she could just go in the shower. She told this to my wife, who called peeing in the shower disgusting repeatedly.
Mhm.
She reminded me that she had previously asked me not to pee in the shower, which I honestly had forgotten. Our shower has a drain cover for catching hair, so it drains a little slowly, but I'm not standing in pee or anything. I do aim for the drain cover, but this drain cover requires being cleaned off for hair about once every other day. So on that point, I can see why it's a little gross, to be fair. What do you say, Reddit? Am I the asshole for not thinking pee? Am I the asshole for not thinking peeing in the shower is a big deal?
I just don't think that peeing in the shower is a big deal at
I
all.
don't think so either. And I only think I don't know because I'm like, I feel like it just gets cleaned anyway, since there's so many like body washes and shampoos and conditioners happening all in there.
Yeah.
I think it would be a problem if like you were in there with somebody and you were peeing and they didn't like that.
Sure. Yeah.
um, but I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal enough to like argue with somebody about it. That's your own
Yeah.
business. But I guess I
And
understand like raising a child and like teach. I don't know. I don't know
I
about
don't,
that front.
I'm just like, it's all just going to get washed away. And then, like, I clean my shower like every week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, just take care of your stuff and then you can pee in the shower.
Yeah. I just don't think it's like the end of the world. Don't
Yeah.
get
It's
a
like, who
divorce over
cares?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, I wouldn't even call you an asshole. I would just be like, oh, okay, your wife doesn't like that you're teaching that to your daughter. So then maybe just like have a little compromise where it's like, I won't tell her to pee in the shower again.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about compromise.
Yeah. And then just like keep peeing yourself in the shower, but don't tell anyone.
Yeah, exactly. And then no one will know. It's
I
like
think it's
peeing in a
fine.
pool.
Exactly.
Nobody knows. Although I have
Except for,
not done
like
that
in
since
that
I was a
movie.
yeah, I haven't done that since I was a kid because it scared me so bad. I'm like, someone's gonna find out I'm peeing in here. And honestly, now I wouldn't do it because I honestly feel like that's gross.
Yeah, I'm not a pool peer at my adult age, but like when I
No.
was younger, for sure. I think the movie Grown Up scarred me, and I never peed in the pool after I saw that because they put like a
But the dye or whatever.
yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, like what if that's real and then someone has that and then I pee and I'm like 28 years old.
And everyone's just clearing out because it's so
Yeah,
disgusting.
not interested in
Yeah,
being
no
that
thanks.
embarrassed.
Okay, this one says, am I the asshole for correcting my girlfriend in front of other people?
Ooh.
Yeah. So basically what happened was that my girlfriend and I were walking to an elevator behind another random couple. They arrived to the elevator first and hit the button. They moved to one side and we waited on the other side. The elevator on our side ended up opening first, and my girlfriend walking towards the elevator first before the couple that arrived before us, but I grabbed her and told her to let them in first. After they left, she told me that I was rude and embarrassed her and that she was just going to hold the door for them. Now I'm in the doghouse and she tells me that I'm a rude person at heart. I can see what she means. I can see what she means that it can be rude if I said it in a condescending manner, but I just told her to wait calmly. If you saw this, would you think I'm a rude boyfriend? I'm pretty open minded, but I can't wrap my head around why this would make her so mad that she would want to ruin our trip. I have a theory. I feel like he possibly does this kind of thing all the time. So that one just like really pissed her off. She was
Oh,
like,
interesting. Just automatically putting him in the doghouse.
yeah, that's why I'm like, I feel like there's more to it. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like that. Like I've been with someone before who's like did similar things. There's like, don't walk that close to a car, like it could hit you, like that kind of thing. And I'm just like, I am like old, like I know where to walk and like I know how to avoid getting hit by a car. Just stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I feel
Really
like
bothersome.
this seems like it's more of like how he would want her to treat other people. So like I see both sides here 100%. I think that it was maybe like miscommunication. Like
Yeah.
maybe he was like, "Oh, like let them go first," because like he didn't want to be rude to them, but then it came
Hmm.
across as like he was trying to like tell her what to do.
Yeah.
But I think it may have been like out of his fear of coming across rude to these older people. But then
I
like
agree.
he obviously didn't know that she was going to hold the door, so he should have just like let her do her thing. And then
Yeah.
I
That's the
think
problem I
that
have.
yeah. But then I think it could have honestly just been like solved and she didn't need to like put him in the like saying he's a rude person at heart makes me kind of agree with you. Because if it was just
Yeah.
that one instance, like I would never be like, you're a rude person at
No,
heart
I
because you were
know.
like maybe wanting to hold the door open for this old couple and like we just had a little bit of miscommunication. But like
Yeah.
if it was at only one time and then she called him that, like that seems a little aggressive to me because
Yeah.
I get why he would maybe want to like be like, no, let them go first.
Yeah. I don't think he's an asshole, but I think if that happened to me, I would be really annoyed. Like
Oh,
if my significant other like grabbed me and was like, no, 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 like let them go. I'd be like, what? Like that would make me really annoyed.
yeah, I guess it depends for me. Cause like maybe like I was on my phone and didn't realize, like I don't know what the whole
That's true. Oh,
situation
sorry, sorry.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I guess we just have to like for me, I'd have to be in the situation and know more details.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my theory that he's like that all the time.
Yeah.
And
It
that
seems
one just
like
like set
that.
her off.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
she said that you're a rude person at heart, like there's gotta be some more stuff going on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. He did seem like I don't know. He's like, I said it calmly. Like, but did you? Like, you're typing it, so like maybe you're lying. We're
It's
like,
just
hey, don't go.
Carly is I feel like you're always on the like all men are trash side.
I know. I don't know why. Am I
Just
wrong though? I don't think
always.
so.
Maybe.
I know I could be wrong,
I
but
feel
I'm learning in
yeah.
therapy. Like, I have to stick to my opinions and not change
No,
them.
100%.
So I don't know. I
So
just got a
men are
gut feeling.
trash.
Yeah, so men are trash and you can't change my mind. I'm just kidding.
Wait, okay. I found one and I have to read it because it's so
Okay.
insane. I actually have two.
Oh, okay.
So I'll start with this one and then I'll read the next one. This one is, am I the asshole for pointing out to my cousin how stupid her new dog's name is?
Oh
This
boy.
sounds
Yes.
silly. No, like reading, it's funny. We're so opposite. Like you reading that versus me reading that. I'm like, no, not if it's a dumb name.
But it's their dog. Like they can name it whatever. They don't need that opinion of somebody else. Okay, well, read it first and then I'll decide.
Totally. Okay, so this sounds silly as hell, but she just bit my head off. I don't think I was being an asshole, but she sure seems to think so.
Sorry, they dog.
Oh, no, the
Dog
lady,
bit your
the
head off?
cousin.
Okay.
I have a cousin, 45-year-old female, who is a little flaky and has always had an affinity for overcomplicating spellings of normal names. If you know the type, you know what I'm talking about. Giving their kids names like Stephanie, spelled Stefanee, Michaela, spelled Mykaighlah, and
Oh,
Kaylee, you know, like,
difficult.
yeah, how people
Yeah.
do that, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever, to each their own, doesn't affect me. I've never said boo about what she named her kids, and I've always done my best to spell them correctly on birthday cards. Shade. A couple hours ago, she hit me up on Messenger to show me pics of her new dog. Great, right? Dog is cute, and I tell her as much. Then she drops the name on me, pronounced Cody. Like CodyKody. That's how you say it.
Okay.
Oh, but of course it isn't spelled that way. She had to put her twist on it to make it special. She is spelling it Chode. Yep. I might be 42 now, but I was once a potty-brained teenager and I know what a chode is. After I got
okay, I get it. Oh, this is my dog Chode.
Well, no, listen. After I got my laughter under control, I messaged her back and told her to look up chode on Urban Dictionary. While waiting for her reply, I checked her Facebook page, and sure enough, she'd already posted the dog's pics with her chosen name. It had a healthy amount of laugh reacts, but nobody had commented yet. I sent her screenshots of some of the funnier Urban Dictionary definitions. She flipped out and sent me a few nasty messages about how immature I am. I guess I could have been more mature about it, but come on, she named her dog Chode. I didn't think it was that serious. She's only had the dog 2 days, so it's not like he knows his name, and she's usually the type to laugh at a dirty joke, but not this time, I guess. Do I owe her an apology, or should I just laugh it off and wait for her to cool down?
Okay. First of all, hilarious that she's getting all these laughing reactions and no comments.
Yeah.
I get it.
Because the thing is, she probably didn't post on her Facebook page, like, here's my dog Chode, pronounced Cody. Like, no, she just literally thinks that people are going to say Cody and not Chode.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if it were me and I was the friend, is it a friend or sister?
Cousin.
I would be like, do you know what this means? Like, I don't know if you understand. I think that's kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, like, I don't know. It's her dog, I guess. She wants to call it Cody. That's good. But like no one, but then it's also like, who's really spelling out your dog's name besides like a vet?
Totally.
So I guess like whatever, but like that is ridiculous. And I think I would say something too.
Yeah. But I think that it's like, it's your family. She probably was like, oh my God, like look up what chode is on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Like don't name it that.
It's just a weird situation. It's not like she named the dog like just a stupid name. It's like something that has a different meaning when you spell it that way.
And then she got mad at her cousin when she tried to tell her that like, hey, your dog's name is probably not what you think it means. So I don't think she's the asshole. I don't think so either. The asshole.
I jumped the gun. I was like, who cares? It's their dog. But it's a little bit more complicated than that, we'll say.
I mean, if you name your dog Chode, I feel like a lot of people are going to tell you it's stupid.
Yeah. Your cousin is not going to be the only one to have a conversation with you, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. And then this one I have to read because it's just like, I don't know if it's real or not. Like it's real, but I can't believe that it's real.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for throwing my roommate's McChicken sandwiches out without telling him first?
I think I have this one screenshotted.
Really?
I think, but I don't know if I read it all the way. Go ahead. Okay. I didn't screenshot it, actually.
Okay. I know what you are thinking by the title, but this is an extreme situation that got out of hand. My roommate loves the McChicken McDonald's sandwiches, but he also loves saving money. For years, McChicken was only $1 nationwide, and he would eat 10 to 15 of these sandwiches a day. Our whole damn apartment smelled like McChicken.
How
Well,
is he alive?
I know. It's like that
And
Netflix documentary.
oh yeah, the Super Size Me one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that even Netflix? I don't know.
I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter. Probably not.
I think it was pre-Netflix, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, a year ago, McDonald's started increasing the price on McChickens to 159 instead of $1, a 60% increase. My
Okay.
roommate my roommate freaked out at this and started buying McChickens by the truckload. Our fridge had as many as 100 McChickens in it at a time. He wanted to buy as many McChickens for $1 as he could before our McDonald's increased the price. Things got out of hand last month when he bought a meat freezer and collected as many as 700 McChickens and had a toaster oven
What?
to heat them back up. I was pissed. Everything smelled like McChicken everywhere. On top of that, the electricity on the meat freezer probably cost us more than the damn price increase on McChickens. I lost my mind. I unplugged the meat freezer when he left and let them rot.
Oh no.
When he came back, they were moldy and ruined, and he had to toss them out. On top of that, our McDonald's increased the price of McChicken to 159 just last week. I feel kind of bad, but I'm so sick of McChickens. He also is mad at me for ruining his McChickens and his investment of 700
Investment.
no, in quotes, investment of $700. He claims I now owe him $1,060 because that's how much his investment increased in value. Am I the
Oh,
asshole for ruining his McChickens and throwing them out?
hold on. I may have missed when you said, did he go to McDonald's and buy 700 or did he go how did he get them?
Yes,
Did
he
I miss
would go.
that?
No, he would go to McDonald's and probably just like got them over time because he didn't.
Oh.
Their McDonald's hadn't changed the price of it yet.
I
So he
think
was
that
just trying to get as many as he could before they went to $1.60, which is so stupid because like the guy's probably right. Like just the cost of the freezer alone.
well, I think we have an addict on our hands. Like I think
Also, that's disgusting. That is
it
so
is
disgusting.
I think the biggest problem here is that he spent over $1,000 on McChickens and he's calling it an investment. I think that is a big problem and a huge red flag.
Yeah. Also, that's why I'm like, how is this even a real person? Like I
It sounds
get,
fake. I'm gonna say it sounds fake, but it might not be.
but there's like so many crazies out there. I
Yeah.
will say that I do think that he is the asshole for just unplugging the fridge.
Agreed. I was gonna say that too.
I disagree with the roommate, however, though, like getting a freezer and doing all of this stuff because did he even take his roommate into consideration when it comes to the electricity bill or his own
Exactly.
personal food storage? Like you're just going to put 100 McChickens in your freezer and then where's the room for your roommate's food? Like I get the frustration and I get the anger, but I think it kind of just like exploded, whereas he could have like seriously just had an intervention with this fucking guy.
Yeah, I mean 700 McChickens. There's something else going on here than just wanting McChickens. I'm just gonna say it. I think he
Yeah.
needs better help.
He
He needs a
he
therapist.
he needs a lot of help.
Oh, yeah, I think he kind of is the asshole for agreed for unplugging it. I feel like there could have been a better compromise, especially since he did spend all that money. Like, let him
He
have his fun, I guess. But
I think he should have just had a conversation. I'm like, this isn't going to fucking fly here. Get your chickens out. I don't care where you put them. Put the freezer somewhere else, or like you're paying
there's
for the whole.
700 McChickens.
Yeah, or you're paying the electric bill. Like, I'm not contributing when you're going to be running this meat freezer. I will
Uh,
not be contributing to the electric bill, but you can keep your McChickens, but then we're done. Also, maybe just like get a different roommate.
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that they like figured out a different situation after that. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I would do if it was like somebody I wasn't like really good friends with. Even if it was, I'd be like, okay, this is a lot, and maybe we should figure
Oh my
something
God.
else
Yeah,
out.
I would be like, you have a problem. And
This guy bought a meat freezer.
like,
That's
where did
just
it go?
like
Did they have a garage or was it just in their living room? Like, I need to know.
his bedroom. It's next to his bed.
Yeah. Oh my God. Ew. Ew. Like, just the thought of reheating McDonald's is so disgusting to me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what they do anyway. They just like take their frozen shit and just reheat it, but
Yeah, but then reheating it,
reheat it. You're right.
uh,
I
like
don't even
it's
know
not
if it would
even
be
good.
good. Would that even be good
It's
after a couple months?
no. One time, TJ put a fucking. He ordered like a bunch of them from or cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and then just like put one in the freezer. And I was like, that is disgusting. Like, throw that away.
Did he eat it
No,
later on? Oh, I'm so
no.
curious if it was good or not.
No, but like I would be that roommate. I'd be like, get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
freezer.
get your 700 McChickens out of my hair.
Not here for it. I do agree. I think it could have been handled better. He is the asshole, but his roommate is also the asshole. So honestly,
Yeah,
they're both assholes in this situation.
they're both assholes. However, I feel like the writer is the less of an asshole. He just had a moment and got pissed.
Agreed. He hit his tipping point. He hit his McChicken point.
McChicken point. McChicken tipping point.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more. It
Perfect.
says, am I the asshole for regifting my birthday present to a mutual friend?
Ooh, okay.
I, 25 male, was given a selection of books by a close friend, 24 female, for my birthday. I really enjoyed them and told my friend as much. We often gift each other books we like and talk about them. Since I rent and due to my personal circumstances, I usually end up moving every 6 months or yearly. I don't have a car, so I try to keep my personal belongings to a minimum. As a result, whenever I buy or am given books, as soon as I've read them, I give them to someone I think will like them or donate them unless I know I will reread it. I knew a mutual friend of ours would enjoy one of the birthday books, so I gave one of the books to him. One of the books to him to have and donated the rest to a charity shop. The original friend found out and got really upset. I reiterated that I loved their gift, but don't hold on to things and prefer to pass them on unless I am continuing to use them. She said she felt she was wasting her money if I just give away the presents she gets me, and I should keep them as a memento. The mutual friend offered to return the book, but I refused, which made my friend more upset.
I don't think he's the asshole.
I don't either. I think that I understand where the friend is. Like, I understand how she would maybe feel that way, but I think that once a gift is given, it's like up to you what to do with it. And it's not like she bought you like a diamond ring or, like something like that. It's just a book and you read it and gave it to someone. I feel like that's the best thing you can do besides like hoarding it forever.
Yeah. And like, he was very honest with her about his belongings and what he does with them. And I'm kind of that same way. It's like when you get someone a gift, it's like you do it because you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess unless it's like something like if it was like something super sentimental, like I would get, if I saw it in like a gift shop afterwards, I'd be like probably upset. But like the fact that it's a book and he read it, it's like, you can't expect people to hold on to those things forever unless it was like a book that you wrote. Like if she wrote the book, and was like, here you go. Like, this is the first copy of my book. Like that I would get.
I think the problem is she does feel sentimental about it, even though it's just a book she bought him, which like to each their own. But I don't think he's an asshole. I think he's doing exactly what most people probably do in that situation. I mean, maybe not give it to a mutual friend. I mean, I don't know, but also he like gave it to charities, which I think is a good thing to do if you're not going to reread it.
Yeah,
like it's better to do that than keep it. Yeah, and he did. He did
read
what
the
he
book.
was supposed to do with it, and then he gave it away.
I'm just want him to read it every day.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that once you get a gift, it's up to you, and it's not like. Of course, you can do things that might upset somebody else, but I don't think somebody has a right to be like upset what you do with a gift after you receive it, unless it is like we said. Something very sentimental, like
like if I made Carly a scrapbook and then I was like shopping at Goodwill and our personal scrapbook was in there, like I'd probably be upset. I'd rather her just throw it in the trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if it's something that you like worked on or like just something sentimental, I think I would understand more. But the fact that it's a book and he was just like, look, I'm a minimalist. I read the book and now I'm gonna like pass it along to someone else who can read it. And then your book will have way more of a life than just sitting on my bookshelf.
Yeah. I mean, to me that they just have like a difference in opinion with it. So it's like, there's no real answer. Cause like if I bought you a book and you read it and then you like gave it to one of our friends, I would not care. Like, okay, cool.
Could you imagine, Erin, where's that book I bought you?
Yeah. I'm like, where the hell is it?
I don't know. I
think gave it away. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I think there's like to me, there's like a scale. Like if it was
Yeah.
something different and that wasn't a book, like maybe I could understand more. But the fact that it was a book and he did what he needed to do with the book and read it and appreciated it, and then like later on gave it to somebody else to read, like I don't know, to me, that's fine. He's not
Not
the
the
asshole.
asshole.
But I
Not the
think
asshole.
that he can like sympathize with her and be like, I understand. And then like
Yeah.
I think he was very clear with her. So that was really good communication wise. But maybe now she just needs to understand him.
Yeah. Agreed. Compromise, baby.
It's all about compromise. It's
Yeah.
been really weird wearing these headphones because I feel like because I can't hear anything in them.
That's what I think too. It's been weird recording this because like yeah, you can't hear yourself
So
like
I
you
feel like
normally
I've
can.
literally been screaming this whole time. That's
Yeah.
why like half of the time I like
I did
had
that
my
too. Take your
I was
headphone off.
like, yeah. So those of you who are watching, I have one headphone on one ear and then like I keep tucking the other one off. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Like what do I sound like? I don't know.
Ugh, I can't wait to be back and recording in the stew.
I know. So hopefully this turned out okay. We did a little test before the mic sounded okay. So if it doesn't, I'm very sorry and it will be different in the next coming weeks.
Yeah. But
You know, we're just trying it
we
out.
lived inside our houses for a year. And so if we can travel and film these while we travel, like we got to do what we got to do. We got to live our life.
Yeah. And that's the best thing about a podcast is like it's you know, majority of listening. So like we don't have
Yes.
to be together. I mean, for filming, it would be nice, but like
Yeah.
listening, it's no one can tell. Unless the mics sound horrible, then they can tell. But I don't know.
Also, for those of you listening, psych, we're just playing a prank. We actually are together right
Yeah,
now.
this whole time we're just like, I can see you. What are they
That's
talking
so
about?
true. Like no one would ever know. So maybe
Yeah.
just listen to the audio version.
Yeah, because who knows? But hopefully this will go up. Today's Monday that we're filming and recording this on Patreon. We do have a Patreon. You'll get early access, aka usually every Monday the podcast will go up. It might be a Tuesday, this weekend, next week. It just depends like how quickly the footage transfers.
Yeah.
So you'll still get it a day early at least, if anything. And we also have bonus content. There's a bunch of stuff up there already. And yeah, our podcast comes out every Wednesday, audio and video on Thursday.
On YouTube. So subscribe, download, listen, like, rate, do all of this stuff. We appreciate all of your like kind reviews and messages thus far. And we're just having a really good time with it. So
yeah,
thank you guys.
Thank you. And thanks for being a part of our Patreon. It's very fun. We're going to film something specifically for that, probably when you get back, right?
Yeah.
Like another podcast.
Yeah.
Patreon only podcast.
We will not put you guys through this double screen.
Yeah, no, we'll do that when we're back.
No double screen on Patreon.
Split screen sadness, as John Mayer would say.
Oh my God, that song.
I know.
How does
So
that
good.
start? Do 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 do. Is that it?
I don't know. I just know it goes.
We share sadness.
Yeah.
A split screen sadness.
I listened to that recently and I was like, this sounds like I feel like I'm a mob with a beer at like a big concert. Like John.
Oh my God. I would kill to see John Mayer, but he only like tours with the Grateful Dead now, which to me is like,
huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
I did not know that.
He's been doing that for so long now.
Oh, I saw him by himself New Year's, like 2019.
Oh my God. Yeah, because he does like all his like real music stuff. Because he's like actually a really good guitarist and like musician. So he's not like singing John Mayer songs with the Grateful Dead. He's like in the Grateful Dead.
I did not know that. That is shocking to me. What?
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, wait, I looked up the lyrics. Oh my God, this song is so good. It starts with, and I don't know where went when you left me, but it says here in the water, you must be gone by now.
I remember so kind of following you.
Okay, so for this week's Patreon bonus episode, we're just gonna acapella "Split Screen Sadness" by John Mayer. Oh, this song is so good. You know what's also really interesting is that like I know we signed off forever ago, but here we are. This always happens.
Yeah.
Is that if you even like mention that you like John Mayer, the Swifties go wild.
Like in a bad way.
Yeah, oh yeah, they hate it. They're like, but what about Taylor?
I get it, but like also that was so long ago. Like
yeah,
Taylor's happy and healthy.
Yeah, also I liked John Mayer and Taylor Swift separately before they were ever a thing. So, you know, they're just going to have to deal with their breakup on their own.
Yeah. So you guys just let them deal with it. I think they're fine now though. So
Oh my God, yeah.
like in
You know
her
what's
own
also
lives.
so interesting to me is that Jennifer Aniston still likes all of John Mayer's photos.
That's adorable. I kind of love that.
I know.
Cute.
Well, anyway, thanks for listening.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.